Now that Valentine's Day is over, I know that most of you may not have celebrated the way that you wanted, and I wanted to do this video especially for you. But before we get into the meat of the matter, remember to share this video with your network and your community. Share it with someone who it will be valuable to. And of course, like or thumbs up, subscribe, follow me for more, right? So this is a step-by-step guide in staying and finding love. So whether you are single in a relationship or just starting your marriage, we know that love is a beautiful thing, a very beautiful thing, but it is also very complex, but it's a part of life, right? And I want to use this guide to help you to understand, learn what love is, understand how to build meaningful connections and lasting connections. So, step one is understand the psychology of love and attraction. So, love begins with chemistry, but it flourishes with connection. And we need to learn what attracts people. So, physical appearance, shared interests, and emotional comfort plays a significant role in the initial attraction. These are things that we are attracted to. We also need to understand attachment styles. So, we have secure, anxious, avoidant, and I will do a video another time in more details about these attachment styles because they are very important. They're very important in how we connect and build relationships. And understanding your attachment style is also very important in building a healthy relationship with your partner. So you also need to be open to vulnerability. And I always speak about being open to vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable in your relationship. This is where true connection comes. And you have to learn to let your guard down. Too often we build these high walls. Of course, they're for reasons that are for our benefits and safety, right? But when we find the right person or are in the process of finding the right person, we need to lower our walls. You don't have to put it all the way down, but lower your walls in order to build true connection with this person, because you have to allow them to see the real you. This is where true connection lies, in seeing the real you. Step two. So build self-love and personal growth. So self-love is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and I love self-love. I love self-love. So you have to prioritize self-care. You have to take care of yourself. You have to spend time reflecting, self-improvement, any activity that brings you joy, because this is where your best self lies. You have to be more understanding of yourself and ensure that you are prioritizing yourself. That is key in building any strong relationship with anyone. And you have to set healthy boundaries. So, know what you want. First and foremost, know what you want and what you deserve. And you have to be clear. You have to be clear about your personal needs and values when it comes to what you're looking for in a relationship, as this will strengthen the ability to attract the right partner. And that's what we're here to do, right? To attract an emotionally available partner. So you have to have healthy boundaries and you have to stick to your boundaries. And most importantly, before we get to these boundaries and actually having the partner, we have to learn how to be comfortable in our singleness. We have to be able to be okay with being single in the beginning, okay? Finding love is easy. Yeah, finding love is easy. But when you are content with yourself, this is where the healthy relationship becomes a bonus. So, being comfortable in your singleness in the initial stages is key. And that is why prioritizing yourself is very important in order to finding and attracting the right kind of mate. And you have to learn how to master the art of dating. And that leads me to number 3, mastering the art of dating. Dating can be fun, and it should be fun. Dating doesn't have to be stressful. No, it doesn't. So you can use practical tips to strengthen these connections. And the key thing in mastering the dating world is being intentional. You have to be intentional with what you're looking for, and you have to align your interactions with your goals, right? So once you know what you're looking for, align your interactions with your goal. That is the only way true intention will surface, okay? And when you go on these dates, ask meaningful questions. Please ask meaningful questions. Go beyond the surface level small talk. Ask about values, experiences, and their future aspirations. And that is how you'll know if you're on the same page. And that is important, because if you are not on the same page, then that will cause problems later on in the relationship. And you have to learn to be present. So put away the cell phones. Come on, put away the cell phones. Show genuine interest in your date and avoid distractions. Put away the cell phones. One thing I hate seeing is people on dates and each person's on their cell phone doing their own thing. How can you build a connection that way? You have to interact with your partner, interact with the person you're dating while you are out. That is how you get to learn about each other, and that is how you will build a strong connection. So be present and actively listen. Actively listen, because active listening is key to forming any connections. Step 4. So, foster effective communication and resolve conflict. So, I love to talk about communication, because communication is the key in any successful relationship. It is the backbone of any healthy relationship. So, in practicing active listening, you give your partner the full attention that they deserve. You also need to validate their feelings and avoid interruptions. So, cell phones, television, that doesn't work in practicing active listening. You need to be present in order to practice active listening, and not just listening to reciprocate or to reply, but to actually hear what your partner is saying so that you can understand where they're coming from. And you should learn to use I statements. So instead of placing the blame on your partner, express how you feel. How do you feel about what's happening? So use I statements. For example, I feel hurt when da 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 da. Rather than always saying you always, you always. Learn how to practice I statements, as this gives you clarity in identifying how you are feeling, because no one, and I mean absolutely no one, can disagree with how you are feeling, because it is your feeling. So using I statements help you to clearly outline how you are feeling to your partner. Okay? And learn to discuss conflicts calmly. So, first of all, before you even start to get deep into this agreement, take a breather. It's so refreshing. Take a breather, because when you take a breather, your emotions, without taking a breather, your emotions will escalate. So you have to learn that disagreements do happen, right? But it's how you handle them that determines the quality of your relationship. So take a breather so that the emotions doesn't escalate, and then you can revisit the disagreement with a clear mind at a later date. Later time. Just ensure that if it's a case where you need to take some space, take the space. It is important to clear your mind, and then you can come back and have the discussion. Step 5. So, cultivate emotional intimacy and trust. Love isn't just about passion, it's about connection. And I'll say that again. Love isn't just about passion, it's about connection. So learn to express appreciation. Regularly acknowledge your partner's efforts and qualities. Practice gratitude because gratitude strengthens a relationship bond. Create rituals together. So I spoke about date nights earlier. So whether it's a weekly date night, morning coffee, or a special ritual that you two had in the beginning of the relationship. You remember when you had those early butterflies in the relationship? The things that used to enhance the closeness in the relationship. So if you need to revisit those habits, please do so and create rituals together that you can enjoy without interaction, without disruptions from anyone else. And learn to be dependable. This is something that most of us may have an issue with. Learn to be dependable. So show up. Show up when you say you will. You have to follow through on the commitments. This is where trust comes in. So show up when you say you will. Follow through on your commitments and always keep honesty at the center of your relationship. Honesty is key in building trust in a relationship. Step 6. So work on long-term success and keeping the spark alive. In this busy day and age, we have to work even a little more harder sometimes to keep the spark alive because we have so many outside forces coming at us that sometimes we neglect our partner. And if I'm being honest, oftentimes it's not willfully done, but it does happen. And with so many external forces coming at us at the same time, we have to carve out that space and time for our partner. So building a relationship is not a one-time thing. You have to constantly maintain in this relationship. So you build a relationship and then you maintain the relationship, and that's why this is called finding and staying in love. Okay, so prioritize quality time. If you've been following me for a while, you know I always speak about quality time, the importance of quality time, as that is my love language. Quality time, I need that quality time. So prioritize quality time. No matter how busy your life get, carve out quality time for your partner without the distractions, cell phone, children, other family members, television, whatever distracts you from spending quality time with your partner. Do away with it. So carve out quality time with your partner and do away with distractions. And this is something that I really want to talk about, like being playful with your partner. Being playful, it's so important in a relationship because this allows you to rebuild the spark, to laugh. And laughter is such a great thing and a good stress reliever, because laughter and fun are essential in building the spark in any relationship. So don't be afraid to try new things. Visit places or activities that you did in the earlier days of your relationship. Anything that allows you to have a sense of comfort and fun and joy with your partner in the relationship. Please revisit those, and that will help you grow together. So encourage each other's goal and support each other's dreams. Celebrate milestones together and always support your partner's personal growth. And this goes both ways, hand in hand. It has to go both ways, hand in hand, right? You have to support your partner and your partner has to support you in order for the relationship to grow and to be strong. We know that love is a lifelong journey. It's not a destination, people. is a lifelong journey, not a destination. So whether you are starting fresh or strengthening an existing relationship, continuous effort is key in building relationship. So being open, honest, communicate, and prioritizing yourself too, not just your partner, because when you love yourself first, you are able to give more love to your partner, right? So remember to take it one step at a time. And remember, fulfilling love begins with you. So find joy in the process of dating, and don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to ask for support, because support also, some relationships do need the support, because sometimes we can't see the error in our ways, and we need that support for someone to say, why not try this instead of this? So never be afraid to ask for support to strengthen your relationship, because everyone, and I do mean everyone, deserves a love that lasts. Okay, I'll say that again. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, deserves a love that lasts. So if you found value in this video, share it with your community and your network, and let's build stronger relationships and marriages. So don't forget to subscribe, follow, thumbs up, and follow me for more.